What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. It's too late to look for a man now. It's too late to start looking for a man. I don't know how I'm gonna title this, but you know, I meet women who have this tendency to actually think that when they're ready to start meeting men, that's when it's gonna happen. And and they're too old to be thinking like that. Like the difference is at a certain age, and the difference is I think in our society we are not as smart as we think we are. I think we as a society really we become the quintessential epitome of the person in the room who thinks they know everything but don't know nothing. Because I meet a lot of women who are too fucking old to say I'm single and ready to mingle. Baby, being single and ready to mingle is a good thing. Being single and ready to mingle, looking for a man at let's just put it like this. I would say 30 and up. If you just started looking for a man, if you just got out of yourself to figure out what a man is, if you just decided you want to settle down and be a wife and you want to get married, if you just decided, I've got my career and I've got my home and I'm gonna bring a man into my life, and you did it wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why. What part of your logic thought that when you were ready, all of a sudden everybody around you should be ready? What part of your logic made that your your ideal for how you approach a relationship? And for people who say, look, guys will say, yo, I'm not ready to be in a serious relationship right now. And guys do the same thing. You are absolutely correct. And it's still different. Not because we're guys, but because we're not the ones practicing on weddings and ceremonies and being wives and being married our whole freaking lives. It's not it's not a priority like that to us. When you were playing dress up, we was playing cops and robbers. When you were having tea parties, we was throwing water balloons. When you was being a cheerleader, trying to be with the football star, we was busting heads on the field having fun. Do you see where being with somebody didn't necessarily fit into that process? We like late bloomers with that shit. We might want a girlfriend every now and then, all the time. I don't know. We might want a wife, but that is not how we were raised. So when we start looking, it can't be the same time that you start looking, because you started this process at 5 years old. We started this process at 25 years old. So, what exactly are you doing? And to not know what you're looking for makes it worse. Because, and I'm well aware of you starting the process at 5, you're not in your right mind because you 5 and up. But when you get to about, it's just like practicing for a sport. When you're a little kid, you become good and refined at something because you spend a lot of time working at it. So we expect y'all to know what the hell y'all want because y'all spent a lot of time working at wanting to be a girlfriend or a wife or with a guy. We expect y'all to know these things. We expect y'all to know how to please guys if you spent all this time practicing on it, and then we're meeting you at I would say 25. And when I got 25, I started meeting women 25 and up who were just rebellious with caring for a guy. They were just rebel. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing that. I am not. Their names was I am not. And then their names became maybe. Then their names became if the right guy come along. Then their names became Lord Jesus, send me a man. Send me somebody who will love me. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all, y'all can't do this, man, because it's getting funny. Because you're making bad decisions and you're blaming men for your bad decisions because you don't want to look in the mirror and say, you know what, self, I fucked that up. You know what, guys, I fucked that up. I'm sorry. And you at least gotta admit the problem. And if we can see the problem, we're gonna not mess with you. That's why you got a lot of guys dating a lot of grown women, pumping them and dumping them. Because how you don't know what you want yet? If you meet women who say they want to be married, but they like being single. I mean, it's cool to sound confused at 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. But if you get, I don't know, close to your 30s and up, and you still sound confused like that, and not to mention when your biological clock start ticking, then you just start figuring this shit out. That screams complete idiot to a guy. I'm just saying.